at the top of the table, just 1 point then separating the two Milan clubs. Meanwhile, we'll talk about the title race in a moment, Gab, but let's talk about Juventus, shall we? Vlahovic, obviously, with a dream debut.
Tremendous debut, not just for the fact that he could have had a treble, but he just looks so natural. Allegri played him up front with Alvaro Morata and Paulo Dybala. The latter two starting from wide positions. It worked so well. He linked up so well, especially with Dybala. I don't know if they're going to keep this because on paper looks maybe perhaps a little too attacking for Max Allegri's tastes, but it showed that he just wanted to hit the ground running, and the people around him are going to do everything they can to get him the service that he needs to be a difference maker.
How impressed were you with him, Don?
He was ridiculous, Dan. For a man that was making his debut, he looked as though he'd been there for quite a while. I would imagine it's quite nervy when you pull off a sort of black and white shirt and you're playing for Juve. He was heavily involved in the game. He scored a brilliant goal where he lobbed the goalkeeper. He had one with his right foot that he probably should have scored. He had 2 penalty claims. He was heavily involved. I think, as Gab said, it was interesting that Dybala played and Morata played, and Vlahovic will get all the headlines, but I thought Morata had one of his best games for quite a while. And this is Juve's best form. I think they're unbeaten in 10. They're absolutely flying. Atalanta have stuttered of late. They've now gone into the top 4, which I thought a few months back, Juve, the form that they're in, playing a 4-4-2 and Rabiot playing left wing, I thought they've got no chance of getting there. So their form has been really, really good. But this guy had the dream debut. Dennis Zakaria as well played in midfield, who come from Gladbach. He scored as well on his debut. So it was one of them performances and team performances where it was really good. The only worry, I think, for Max Allegri, the last 20 minutes of the game, he was scratching his head a little bit. They were giving the ball away and giving the ball away sloppy. And this was against Verona. And he'll want to fix that when they come up against the big sides in Europe.
They're 8 points off Inter at the top. Any chance, Gab?
To win the title? I don't think so. I mean, it's not just they're 8 points behind. Inter obviously have a game in hand as well. And they'd also have to get past Napoli and Milan. Let's not get carried away here. As John said, it was all doom and gloom not that long ago. Now they're into the top 4. I don't think Atalanta are just going to crumble. And Juve, obviously, they've got the Champions League, they've got the Coppa Italia, they've got a lot of things to worry about. It's not like Vlahovic has fixed every issue straight away, but certainly dream debuts for him and Zakaria. And as Don said, the players around them responding, playing better, Morata and Dybala certainly, than they have in previous outings.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.